Ibuchim.
Ibuchim Okereke promise. Okay, you are number 3. You called because of the 1 million, right?
Yes.
All right. Okereke Ibuchim promise. He even called his middle name so that I will not miss out anything. And number 4. Okay, we lost this person. I cannot believe it. When you call, when you talk about something and you tell people to call, everybody will keep mute. But the moment everybody had 1 million naira, the phone line started to beep. And what is this? April Fool! April Fool! I said I was going to get you people this morning. 5 persons within the space of 2 minutes. Is that how I have this money done?
Why wouldn't they call? If it is you, won't you rush and call?
I bet, when was the last time you saw 1 million?
You had 1 million. You don't want them to call. I don't understand. In fact, we need to praise Ugoma for striking the button first.
You see, women hardly call. Not just this program, almost every program that we do. But Ugoma was the first to call today. He had 1 million name. Chai.
Thank God you said 1 million. Don't say 500,000.
Imagine.
So the 1 million is good.
Oh, and they are still calling. No, they are still calling. Okay, so don't mind me. Okay, it's just for the fun of it and to put you in the mood and to remind you again that today is April 1, 2026. So please do not fall for people. Oh yeah, stop calling. Bikono, I don't have millions to give out. Okay, I was only joking. I beg you, stop calling. Stop calling.
By fire, by thunder.
Okay, so shall we proceed and go over to the topic for today? And yes, we'll be having a guest who will join us via the phone this morning. We have something very, very important to talk about. Yeah. I was surfing the net yesterday and I stumbled on a very important information. And that information was passed on by a doctor, a popular doctor who is always in the habit of doing content here and there. Yeah. And then I heard him say that installing solar inverter batteries inside the house, be it in your living room, your parlor, your room, in any enclosed space at all, is highly detrimental to the health. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know this. And this is the very first time I'll get to hear this. But I thought they say solar panels, solar inverter batteries are quite safe. So why is this coming up now? And that now sprung up, hit something in me hard. And I decided to, bring up this topic today. And somehow I reached out to an expert in the solar world. He is a name that everybody knows. By the time I introduce him, you might know him. And I know he will help us understand if actually there are health hazards, linked to the installation of inverter batteries inside our houses, so that people will know. Yes, we know that everyone is going green, right?
Yes.
The world is now going into solar.
Digital.
Yes.
Everything is
renewable energy. That's what they call it. Okay. We're trying to see how we can strike a balance between fossil fuels and fossil energy and renewable energy. So everybody is now going solar. But now, with this particular thing that just came up, something also spiked in me yesterday. And I'm like, for someone who has a 1-room apartment, right? Someone who is living in a self-con, face me, I face you, 1-room apartment, does not have space in the corridor, does not have space at the backyard. And the only alternative would be to install the solar inverter battery inside the room. Then what would the person do? Does it mean that if the person puts that inverter batteries inside the room, it's going to pose a very, very serious health risk? That is number one question. And we have a lot to be looking at, but let's see if we can connect with our guest for today. And I just pray that network will be nice. Please be nice. Be nice to us today. Because what we want to talk about is something that a lot of people have not yet explored. Okay, good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you join us. Engineer Gift Mark Dunhill Obioha, CEO Omovo Solar Power. You are welcome.
Thank you, my dear. How are you?
I'm very well. We are doing good. Hope you did not fall for April Fool today, oh.
No. I was very careful, but I know it's happening today.
Okay. So it's good to have you. But before we proceed, Mark Dunhill. That's a name
Yeah.
I've not heard before. Mark
Mm.
Dunhill. Is that an English name, a Spanish name? Does it have a
Yeah.
meaning, you know?
Well, let us not go there. Let us not go there because some of these names you can't even get the meaning. But it's a
Uh-huh.
Spanish. It's a Scottish name. Yeah,
Scottish.
Scottish.
Mark
Yeah,
Dunhill.
yeah.
Okay, Don. I don't know
Is
if
it
you're going
Mark?
to
Wait,
MC.
is there a hyphen there?
No, M C
Oh,
D
okay.
U D U N
Okay,
H
no
I
wonder.
L L.
Okay, Mark.
So if you want to name your children or your boy child, maybe you can consider Mark Dunhill. That's another name. Okay, so you are welcome, Engineer Gift, and
Thank you
it's
so
a
much.
delight to have you.
Yeah.
Despite the short notice, you heeded to our call this morning, and I am really, really grateful to you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you will help us understand the key health and safety considerations with regards to solar inverter installation. That is one. You will help us explore the health hazards associated with installing solar batteries inside our tight fitted apartments. Okay, so that's what we are trying to talk about, so that will create more awareness.
Yeah.
Like I told you when I called you this morning, I told you that I stumbled on the content, and the doctor in that content said that installing inverter batteries inside the parlor, inside the room, inside the house is highly detrimental to the health. So I became worried immediately, because almost all the houses I have been to, they have their inverter batteries inside their living rooms. So it calls for concern. All right, over to you, Engineer Gift. Is it safe to install solar batteries inside the house? Let us start from there.
Okay, thank you so much. What see from what you have just explained, from my own experience over the years, and I understand that there is disadvantage to that installing them inside your rooms. And but we need to know one factor that is very important in this contest: the issue of batteries, and inverters. The only what inverters does not have any health hazard apart from maybe wrong connections can cause fire or whatever in the room. And then when it comes to the battery, we have different kind of batteries. So people should get to know this first.
Okay.
The safest battery to install in your room or maybe under your staircase and those things like that is called lithium battery. They are more reliable and they have less problems. And that's what is called. I need to take you to that level. What is called? It is. It's not. For example, when you have an inverter installed in your rooms, there should be a distance. For example, there should be a clear way of sight. For example, there should be a space where the ventilation will come into the place.
Okay.
If it has a very good ventilation, there's a low risk. But when there's no ventilation, then the heat, it produces heat no matter how you do it. So over time, the heat might cause hazard, like fire, outbreak, and whatever it is.
Okay.
And then, but the major, most of the lead acid batteries, they have acid inside them. And when these things are charging, they do this, they charge and use and charge and so during this process, there is always this kind of chemical reactions, and you can see that people that put it beside their bedside or whatever it is, there must be a lot of distance. That is must. You must give distance. At least you can use your staircase, you can use your garage, you can use your generator room, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. What it causes is just a long wiring, which is it is less to buy wire than to have more problem associated with this issue. So what I'm trying to say is that if you have to install solar energy in your house, solar energy is a greener energy, so it's very convenient. It's very okay. Very okay. It's not a very difficult. It's not a very dangerous thing to have around. But just to take precautions of what to do. One, if you are installing a lead acid battery in your house, it should be in your garage. It should be out of your room. It shouldn't be inside your room. It should be out of your room, maybe your garage, under your staircase, or whatever you can put it in. Not inside your room. It's not very advisable.
Okay.
But when it comes to lithium batteries, they are more friendly. No, very, very easy to, and they have low disadvantage on that. You can have them, but still not near your where you are living, or your bed, or whatever. It should be just something more, a little bit of distance. They're not actually good for human. Like these things are not good for human. So, and that's the reason why we advise, when we are installing, we try to tell the user how to prevent those things, not just to say just put it there for us. No, we say no to some other installation. If it's too dangerous, we say no to it.
Do they actually say no? Because everyone is into solar these days, and somehow everyone is looking for money. So when you go to a one-room self-con, face me, I face you apartment that I used as an example for instance, right? And we already know that place does not have space. What would you now recommend for that person?
We can recommend them to buy, instead of them installing a full solar with the battery separated, you can buy a generator. Solar generators are more better and more friendly.
Okay.
They're not hazard. They don't have it because they have lithium battery inside them. They are now coming out like that. In fact, they are coming out very fast now. People are now buying power boxes and solar generators, 1 kV, 2 kV, or whatever, and it does the whole work.
Does it not emit fumes? Does it not emit smoke or fume?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like fuel or anything. Just quiet, and then what you need to do is to pass the wire to the solar, which is in the roof, and it charges in during the daytime. And at night time, you have your power. Use your power, because the truth about the matter is that there's no power anywhere. So people have to find the why it becomes so. What happened is that we have so many people who are into solar energy system now, who are installing now, who are not even properly trained.
Thank you. That's the point.
They do it as like electricians are taking it over the job. Normal person who knows how to put two wires together can do it. But the truth about the matter is that you need to have a professional who will give you proper advice. So that you don't just go into something that will either harm your health or whatever. Though the solar system is very, very convenient, it's widely recommended for homes, because it's the more efficient. It's better than the generator you have in your house.
Yes.
But the generator also have its own problem.
Okay.
So, but to use it wrongly also is a very bad one. Because when you use it wrongly, it also harm you.
Okay, so is the using of the inverter batteries right now that we are using it wrongly, okay, so that it doesn't affect the health? That is what we are now trying to focus on now. Now you have mentioned that the safest battery is lithium. Not the lead acid batteries. But can this be, how will I put this now? Can this be seen on the body of the battery for the person who wants to, install solar in their houses? How do they know that this one is lithium and this one is the lead acid batteries? Because from what I can see and from what you're saying, the lead acid batteries is more hazardous to the health. So is there a way someone can know the difference? Because everyone is into solar installation. They can bring any type of battery and put for you. So how do we know?
Well, most of the batteries they are written in their body. You have what is called tubular batteries. Tubular batteries are using lead acid also. They use acid in their operation, and they have under lead acid batteries also. And we also have what is called gel batteries that are more better than the gel batteries. After gel batteries, now they don't come up with a lithium battery. The gel battery has no liquid inside it. It has a gel inside it. One thing about the liquid ones are, when they are charging, they have some hazard coming out of them. So as they're charging, you can even perceive some odors. They bring out odor. Those things are not very good for human.
Okay.
So, but if you have something like batteries, like gel batteries, for those who don't have money to buy lithium battery, but lithium batteries are expensive. But then they can buy gel batteries, or buying acid that you have to put acid on it. It doesn't really. It's a maintenance battery. You have to maintain those things by adding more acid regularly. So I think the best advice is that if those who doesn't have much money to buy lithium batteries can buy gel batteries. They are okay, very fantastic. They have less problems.
Okay.
So, and that's the advice I'm giving.
Okay.
And then they should make sure they have ventilation wherever it is installed, because we have cases of fire.
Exactly.
Fire, like the explosion of the batteries. When the heat is too much, they will explode, and it's going to cause problem. So the best way is to have ventilation wherever you are installing these batteries. It should be very well ventilated, so that there won't be any problem in the long run. Because this is work like 24 hours a day. For example, if he works from the morning to night, and in the night you use it till daybreak, so it's working. So it needs ventilation.
Okay.
And then all the whole batteries need ventilation. All of them, you must have ventilation, because if there's no ventilation, it can be hot, and when it's so hot, it can trigger explosion. The battery alone itself is not even. It's like a bomb, So anything you don't do well can cause problem.
Very true. Very true.
So you have to be you have to take a proper advice from the qualified installer. Not just anybody that you see around the road say, come and help me and install this thing. No. Every proper solar installer who has been trained properly will know all this. I'm telling you, they will advise properly.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes.
Okay, so when you talk about having proper ventilation, for instance, for most people who have solar inverter batteries that I have seen, there's usually no window in that place. What they have is air conditioning system. Is that okay as well?
No, air conditioning is not ventilation.
It's not ventilation. It's not. You see why it's important we talk about these things. So it is even wrong to put solar inverter batteries where there is no window or proper air, natural air.
It is air conditioning, is not ventilation, just the air conditioning. But what I'm talking about ventilation is when you open a window near the space, and then the thing comes in and out. You know what I'm saying? It comes in and out as ventilation. That's cross ventilation area, where it comes in and go out. That means the battery will not get too hot. And it takes it gradually. But air conditioning may just be cooling the
room
itself, the room, and then it does not actually cool the battery properly.
Wow. This thing you have said now will cause a lot of problems. Okay, so one last question, right? You talked about the batteries. If not properly ventilated, if there is no enough air, it can heat up and explode. However, let's talk about maintenance of the batteries. How long is it? The type of battery you put, and maybe after 2 years or after 4 years you have to replace them? I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to ask. Does it expire? Does it expire?
No, batteries actually, that's what I'm saying. It determines on what kind of battery you're having. Some batteries are maintenance-free batteries. Batteries like lithium batteries, they don't need to maintain anything. They connect it up, it's working. And all you need to make sure is it's properly installed, because sometimes some of these installers don't buy the right cables. Okay. Because you pay them money, they buy lesser materials, and those cables can, over time, catch fire. For example, lithium battery has a very powerful force, like it's very powerful. So if the cable is not up to 20 to 30 mm cables, don't ever use it. You try to buy a DC cable, and most of them does not know that you cannot connect an AC cable to battery.
That one is strong technical term. Which one is on net?
So that's why I'm saying they must have what is called, batteries are DC, so they need DC cable. So when you connect AC cable, there's probability of the cable getting hot, and then it's melting. You can see the cable melting. Before you know it, it's fire, and everybody's on the run.
Wow.
So from enjoyment to problem.
This is really sad. Okay, so what would you recommend? I promised I wasn't going to waste your time, right? But I know that
it's okay, but the information is very important.
It's very important. Okay, so should we squeeze in some calls before we let you go? I don't know if there are people who
It's
would want to
okay.
ask you questions.
It's okay. It's okay. I really want to let people understand the thing. It's okay. It's okay.
All
I
right.
have
Okay.
this.
Thank
Thank you.
Hold on. Let's open up the phone lines.
Okay, and the phone line to call is 0911 20022 0707 454 1014.
Okay, alternatively, send us a WhatsApp message on 0707 491 3438, and the phone lines are buzzing.
Hello?
Hello, good. Electromagnetic devices they are bound to emit radioactive materials. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So that is the truth. So no matter how safe any of them may be, it's still better to keep some distance from them, no matter how safe any of them can be.
Okay.
Like what you are asking the engineer that what is AC cable or something like and DC. Generally, DC cables, what is trying to tell you that DC cables are bigger in size than AC cables. That's why he's saying that you shouldn't use AC cables for solar in terms of DC installation. So it's much better to use bigger cables so that there will be safety.
Okay.
Then another thing I want to point out there is that when the installation is not done by a competent person and there is overheating and the overcharging of the battery, solar battery, that can equally cause the battery to bulge. That is bulge out. So when it bulge out, the battery can burst. That is another health hazard. So that is my input for now. I'm from Mukes State.
Ama, thank you so much. God bless you for your input this morning. We appreciate you. Hello. Oh my goodness. Move away from your radio set, please.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, hello?
Good afternoon, Linda.
Okay, it's still
good
morning,
morning.
Gary.
How are you? And Ramadan.
Okay, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to ask our also person, he talked about Newton batteries. What tubular batteries? Are they also good for solar installation?
Which one?
Tubular batteries.
Okay, tubular. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your call this morning. Keep your calls coming in if you have questions. We are talking about health hazards. We are talking about safety of solar inverters inside the rooms, inside the parlors, inside the house. Just hold on a bit, sir. I will come back to you very soon. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Amanda.
Go ahead.
About the lithium battery. How are we going to know which one is lithium battery and lead acid battery?
Okay. I guess he has already answered. Someone is asking how we know the difference between lithium batteries and acid and the lead acid batteries. Okay, he has answered that, but I know he would throw more light before the end of the program. Okay, let's go back to you. Engineer Gift, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here with you.
Okay, so Ama, who called in, the first person who called in, says that these things are electromagnetic devices, and no matter how safe we say that these things are, it is still good to keep a distance. Okay, so that's what Ama is saying. And then I want to link it to what experts have recommended, that inverter batteries should not be installed in escape routes. And corridors, and staircases, balconies. But that's what we see most of the time. Engineer Gift.
In our own terms, we call that what we call terminal runaway. In our own terms, as engineers, we call it terminal runaway, and this is for like fire and explosive risk. So the only battery that has not been proven to have that kind of term or use for him is lithium ion batteries.
Okay.
They are generally safe, and the rear failure known as terminal runaway can cause battery to catch fire or release flammable, harmful gases. into the living space. And this lead acid battery, in fact, I recommend nobody should go that direction.
Okay.
Because if used, can release hydrogen gas. Those things are very hazardous to human. So, but people don't really know this. All they need is light. So whatever they put for them, they want it. So I think my major advice is that people should seek professional advice properly, not just connect it and let it work. You can see light, and that's the end of it. No. Safety first. In our installation process, we call it safety first.
Yes.
So people should look at safety, because these things are very good, but they also have human. It's not compatible with human because of our own health and everything.
Exactly.
So we advise that people should make proper choice, because sometimes someone might charge you lesser because it's less and cheap. You go for it. Maybe you don't consider all these disadvantage of it and things like that. Nobody tells you about it, or you don't know about it. I think this program is good to enlighten people more. Yes, solar is one of the best solutions for light, for using light in your homes, because the greener energy does not have any issue. But just to make sure that you don't have them inside your room or in a tight location where there's no air. Make sure you can have, even though you live in room parlor or whatever, face me or face you, you can better go for the generators, which is more convenient and simple to carry around. And you can put it far from where you're sleeping. It doesn't have any. We have not had any record of any failure or any problem of fire hazard.
Okay.
But the normal battery, this is you have to be done either in your garage or whatever. So you don't have any issue with it. It doesn't disturb you.
Doesn't disturb. Okay, let's squeeze in one or two more calls, and then we let Engineer Gift go back to his work. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, I'm a fan of the program. This is my first time.
Your first time of calling. Happy new month to you, and you are welcome.
Thank you very much. To ask, the person that is talking solar, let the battery inside the carton. So what you if it safe?
Is what safe, please?
The battery is still inside the carton. It's not inside the carton out.
Okay, installing the inverter batteries inside with inside the carton. Oh my! Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mother.
Yes, I can hear you. Did you say inside the carton?
The battery is inside the carton.
Okay.
This is out. So the battery is there. The carton, but the off is open.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he will respond, all right? Thank you so much for your call. Though your line is actually bad, we're struggling to hear you. Hello, good morning to you.
Good day.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, I want to ask, that of the generator, do they have anyone that do carry fridge and television?
Okay, send a message to WhatsApp, okay? It's not a sponsored program. However, we can help, ask that question on your behalf. Send a message to our WhatsApp number 0707-491-3438. We're focusing more on the health hazards and implications of installing inverter batteries inside your home.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, so who are we speaking with?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that. This line is really, really bad. Hello?
Yeah, good morning once more.
Good morning.
Okay, go ahead quickly.
There is one thing I want to get clarified about from the engineer. Something he mentioned, that he said that solar gen is safer. But an inverter is dangerous. It's more dangerous than solar gen. But what of the one they call all-in-one inverter? All-in-one inverter, is it not the same thing with solar gen? So is it not as dangerous as solar gen? So that's what I want to get clarification about. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Amma. All right, this one before we go back to the conversation.
Okay, hello. Hello, good morning.
Oh no,
that
this
one?
number is really, really bad. Okay, back to you, Engineer Gifts. Are you still with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lady called in to ask, and she said, if I got her correctly, that is it safe to install inverter batteries still inside the carton? You just open the top, right?
Yeah,
That was what she
open.
said. Is it
That's
safe?
very wrong.
Wow.
I hope she's listening.
Okay, why?
Very,
Why is
very
it wrong?
You are looking for ventilation. You now cover the battery again. Are you trying to kill the battery?
They don't want to. It's still tear rubber now, tear rubber, so that everybody will know it's new.
No. You have to remove the rubber, the carton, everything. Make sure there's a ventilation where you put the battery. That's the main thing. It's not about you are not protecting the battery from being scratched or anything. You are to make sure that the battery is being exposed to ventilation where there will be air coming in and going out.
Okay.
Finish.
Okay. All right. And then Amma also called in again to ask. He said he heard when you mentioned that solar gen is safer than, putting inverters inside the rooms or inside the houses because of one or two health hazards. And then he's asking, what of the one they call all-in-one inverter? Is it also as safe as the solar gen?
Yes. If you want to buy all-in-one inverter, make sure it's lithium battery powered.
Okay.
If it's lithium battery powered, then it's okay. But if it's normal lead acid powered, it's not okay. But what is coming in now mostly are lithium battery. But lithium is taking over the whole battery industry.
Okay.
So in the near future, there won't be any lead acid battery for us.
Better because
because the people who are initially when lithium came out, people were afraid of the price. Like sometimes you have to buy lithium battery for 1.1 million to 2 million. So people don't have the money, so they are scared, they don't want it at all. But today, every home is changing their. Recently, we have changed different. They are changing their batteries, normal acid batteries, and putting in lithium and become fine. And it's more compatible. Very, very, very. It's not bulky like the normal batteries that you have about 8 of them in your. You can pick up the whole space in the room.
Yeah.
So, but this lithium can be on the wall. And put it on the wall. It looks very neat, and it don't have any. In fact, it's more better.
Okay.
So when they are about to buy this kind of all-in-one, they should ask. It's written on the body. They can see there if it's lithium battery lead, or if it's acid lead. They should ask questions before they buy it.
Okay.
If it's lithium, then no problem. But even if you are putting it in your room, you have to give a distance. Maybe you have for those who are having one room. You put it beside the window where it will be having air finish
constantly.
Okay. So you said 3 feet, Abi. What did you call that measurement?
It can be up to 3 feet to 4 feet. It's okay.
3 feet to 4 feet. Okay. Let's see the last call for today.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Who are we speaking with this morning?
Please
we
speak
can't
up.
hear you.
Speak up. Your line is really breaking up. What did you say?
Yes, we can hear you now. So, who are we speaking with?
Go ahead.
This issue of I have understood there are coming at the room when I'm passing by. So I had something to prove like a bomb. And I watched by. I saw a figure that I didn't battery. I didn't know that it's blue. So imagine if you have to somebody's house inside the room. So now, whatever everything about it now really is don't make anything have to do with that hour. So like, I have to be very careful.
I'm so sorry. Your line is God. We're
It's really
actually
breaking.
struggling. Though it's not your fault. That particular number has been having issues for the past 4 or 5 days. But I'm so sorry. I know he was trying to tell us of his experience where the inverter battery exploded or busted. But we didn't get the last part of what you said. But thank you so much. Okay, Engineer Gift, would parting words from you, recommendations, and if there's anything you feel we have not talked about, health-wise, okay, when it has to do with inverter batteries, please add your voice quickly before we go.
Well, for inverters and batteries, solar system, they are wonderfully okay. They are greener energy. They are good. But all you need to do is to make sure you have a good installer who will make sure that the terminal runaway is not being activated in your system. If it's activated, then you are going to have explosive or fire in the very near future. And again, you must have a space where you put your batteries, must be well ventilated. Keep it away from the room. If you can avoid that, it's very fantastic. And then make sure that, because not even if your battery is not well ventilated, the major thing is not even explosion or anything, but it reduces the performance of the battery and even damage the battery. So the need of ventilation is not just because of the fire outbreak and everything. The efficiency, the lifespan is involved to decrease it immediately, and then the fire risk. So whenever it is in a very close place, that means you are going to have fire in the near future, or the battery is going to be after 1 year the battery is gone. So just to take good safety is more important when it comes to the installation of solar energy system in your house. Make sure you demand safety first.
Okay.
Because of your children. Sometimes this explosion happens when you are not around. That's the problem.
Yes.
And before you come back, the whole house is burnt down.
Oh.
And it's a big problem. If you are rented apartment, you are going to be building another man's house.
Oh my God.
So to avoid from enjoyment to suffering, better you do it right.
Okay.
So you need a proper. I'm advising this, please. In fact, very soon, people will have to be satisfied before they can go on anybody's house.
Yeah.
If they are not satisfied, you shouldn't ask them for satisfaction before they can come there.
Yeah.
Because it happens for example, in some countries where you have proper regulation being followed, you cannot install solar anyhow. It must be properly
certified.
Installed. Yeah, you must be. They are always checking all those things, But yeah, people do those things on themselves, and
everything goes in Nigeria. Everything goes.
But I think we have to help ourselves.
Okay.
There must be safety standard for any installation.
Okay.
So ask them for safety. And you need to be safe, not just enjoyment. You need to be safe.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Two questions just came up right now. Quickly, Vincent from MCC sent this one to WhatsApp, and he says he uses what they call solar generator just for fan and even television, and then he uses it inside his room. Is it harmful to his health? He's asking.
It's not really harmful, but you should just put it near the window. Put it near the window so that you have air coming into it and going out. That's it.
Okay.
Because they are not very big. They're not very big. They're not very just like having a power bank in your home. It's not a big issue.
Okay. Thank you so much. And then the one that asks of tubular batteries, whether it's also safe if he cannot go for lithium.
Tubular battery is not dangerous, but what I'm saying is this: because it's an acid-led battery, and of which it has spills. Whenever it goes, like when it's charging, it can always spill out acid, and that acid that is spilling out is not just it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Okay. So what you have to do is that you make sure you distance it from your home. Finish. Let it go far. Let it not be in your room. It's not very advisable in the room. Mainly the lithium battery is not advisable. And mainly the tubular battery is purely acid in it. So, and those acid, whenever it's charging, you can get the smell. You can smell it as you smell it. You have some odors in it. So those things are not good for health. To inhale it is not good.
Okay.
And it can cause problem.
All right.
That's what we call hydrogen gas.
Yeah.
Which is
detrimental to the health.
Very bad, very, very bad.
Okay, you have done noble. Thank you so much. Engineer Gift Mark Dunhill Obioha, CEO Omovo Solar. We appreciate you for heeding to our call this morning, and we wish you the best going forward.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you again and again. What an expository session we have had with you this morning. Who would have thought that some types of inverter batteries can be detrimental? They are not even needed. We don't know. Our own now, we want to put solar for our house. Some people don't even know they have inverter batteries. What they know is panel.
Just install it for me.
Or just put it. How much? So will come. Okay, someone gives you a quotation of 1.5 million. It's too much now. And then someone gives you a quotation of 300,000, 500,000. You go for the one of 500,000. You did not ask him what type of battery will you use in the house so that you do not, no health hazards will come up. No. It doesn't concern you. All you are after is you want solar in your house. But you have heard from Engineer Gift this morning. You have to be extremely cautious. I know people are asking, waiting concern solar, concern health program. We talk about everything. We link health to environment. We link health to law. We link health to energy, just like we are doing today. We link health to technology. And there is health and safety. Very important. It's crucial because it protects you from harm. When you are injured, what happens? You go to the hospital, Abi. You fall back to taking medications and treatment. It protects you from illness. It protects you from injury. Imagine you inhaling, what did he call that in? Hydrogen gas. That is highly detrimental to your health. So that's why we are linking health to safety and to energy today, to create more awareness, to let people know that if you have to install inverters in your house, solar panels, whatever it is, please let it be the one that has lithium batteries and not the acid lead batteries. He also says that the tubular battery is okay. However, it has lead acid. It has acid in it. And then when you are charging that one, it emits that hydrogen gas. Yeah. So we have to know these things. We learn every day. Trust me, this is the first time I'll hear of these things. When it comes to physics, when it comes to wiring, connect. If you want to confuse me, oh God, the greatest way to confuse me, just bring electrical issues. You will not see my back, But today I have really learned a lot. No knowledge is a waste, okay? So health and safety are intertwined because good health will enable you to practice other things safely. Yeah. Safe environment will promote better health. Imagine if you are in your room and you have the lead acid battery in your room and there's an explosion. What will happen to you? We heard the story, was it sometime early this year or last year, that explosion that happened in Lagos, one of the buildings, where they actually installed their solar inverter batteries at the ground floor, at the basement floor, no ventilation. And you heard Engineer Gift warn this morning, not be say you install AC inside the inverter room, be say ventilation, don't they? No. He is recommending that you have at least a window or two so that natural air will go in. For the building in Lagos, what happened there was that there was no ventilation. And then there was this sudden explosion when people were at work. I don't even want to remember what happened that day. It's quite unfortunate. So please, tell someone to tell the next person, preach to the other person and let them know that there are health hazards involved in installing solar inverter batteries close to your bedroom, close to your room. He says keep at least 3 feet.
4.
Is it
3 to 4 feet?
Okay. 3 to 4 feet between the inverter battery and yourself or your bedroom or whatever it is. Wherever you want to put it, make sure you have got enough space. A word is enough for the wise.
Yes, so
he who has ears,
let him hear.
He who has mouth,
let him speak.
I wanted to confuse you.
I'm very ready.
No, you're capable. Let us go, John. Parting words.
I know some persons will say solar kwa. Solar kwa. We're not saying you shouldn't use solar. Please use it. It is good. But what we're saying is that anything you want to use, please research on that thing. Get information on that thing appropriately before you use it. And please use the best. It's for your health. It's for your well-being. It's for the other person that is close to you. So please use the best and endeavor to stay safe, like Engineer Mark Dunhill said.
Thank you so much. And to round off, yes, I stumbled on this one that says there is no credible scientific evidence suggesting that the materials used in solar panels and inverter batteries really pose serious health risk, because there is something for the panels, there is silicon, okay? And it's one of the most abundant elements on earth and is widely used in electronics and solar technology due to its stability and non-toxic nature. For the panels, we've also heard people say, it causes cancer. But you have heard it now. According to research, it does not. So for now, at least for now, no scientific evidence to prove that. So let's all go green. It's good if you can afford it. With this one, EEDC is doing like this, shooting us in the leg. Mavking, when last did you see light in your area? You can't remember. Don, when last did you see light? Someone called in yesterday on the traffic show and said for the past 1 year, he has not seen power supply lights in his area.
Not even a flash.
Not even a flash. I don't doubt him. There are communities like that. It's quite unfortunate. All right, we have to go. And please, I beg you, always put your health first. Put your safety first. Because if you're healthy and you are not safe,
that is wrong.
Very wrong. You know what the end result will be. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Mary Omeniwo. They call me the Slim Diva. You're most adorable.
And I am Judge Don Ikoma.
Thank you, DJ Maf King. And for people who called in for their 1 million, see me after this program. I will give it to you. Bye-bye from now. The Global News at noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri, the station with fair and balanced reporting. My name is Mary Omeniwode, bringing you the latest news and breaking stories around the world. Here are the headlines. Defense headquarters mobilizes troops ahead of Easter celebrations. Teachers Union blasts the Nigerian state, failing to pay 70,000 naira minimum wage. CBN sets tough cybersecurity timeline for banks. On the foreign scene, Iran denies responding to U.S. proposal. Rubio says U.S. will re-examine NATO relationship. And on sports news, Fernandez scores first Eagles goal as Iwobi sees red. Details shortly. The Defense Headquarters, DHQ, has placed troops on nationwide alert ahead of the Easter celebrations, assuring Nigerians of tightened security. The DHQ also reaffirmed that ongoing support from the United States is strengthening counterterrorism operations with a visible impact expected in the coming weeks. Addressing journalists during the end of the month briefing, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Michael Onoja, assured citizens of heightened vigilance by troops during the Easter celebrations. Onoja said the armed forces had already placed personnel on alert nationwide to prevent any security breach during the holiday period. Speaking on the ongoing collaboration with the United States forces, Onoja stated that the impact of the collaboration may not be immediately visible due to the nature of military engagements, but expressed confidence that the benefits would become evident in the coming weeks and months. Meanwhile, the national president of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, NUT, Comrade Audu Amba, has expressed deep concern over the purported defaulting of some states of the Federation to implement payments of 70,000 naira minimum wage to teachers. He therefore stated that the union would mobilize its members against such states in order to compel implementation without further delay. Speaking in Lorin during the quadrennial 19th State Conference of Delegates of the 2026 Conference of Kwara State Branch of the NUT, represented by the National Social Secretary of the Union, Titilope Adebanjo, Comrade Amba also hailed President Bola Tinubu for bettering the lot of teachers in the country. He also urged the Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, to elongate teachers' service years from 60 to 65. On insecurity issues, the NUT president was optimistic that by next term, environments and surroundings of schools in security-challenged areas will be safer. Also in his remarks at the event, the state chairman of NUT, Comrade Yusuf Abuola, applauded the state government for regular payment of monthly salaries of the teachers. And over to Anambra State, where the Anambra State Special Anti-Touting Squad Agency, SASA, has arrested a 42-year-old man identified as Sunday Nomem for alleged child trafficking. It was gathered that the suspect from Ebonyi State was apprehended in Mpo, in the Idemili local government area of Anambra State. While parading the suspect at the State Special Anti-Touting Squad Agency headquarters in Onitsha, the spokesperson for the agency, Karen James, stated that the suspect belongs to a gang of interstate child trafficking ring specializing in trafficking and selling children from the age of 6 months upwards to interested buyers. James added that 2 children within the age of 3 to 8 years were rescued from the suspect after security operatives stormed the location. She added that the operation was carried out by operatives of Onitsha branch of the agency, once again demonstrating its operational effectiveness in combating crime and protecting vulnerable residents across the state. The suspect will be transferred to the State Criminal Investigations Department, OCA, and will remain in custody as investigations continue to uncover other members of the syndicate. It's exactly 7 minutes past noon. If you just joined us, you are listening to the Global News at Noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. Here's a recap of the headlines. Defense headquarters mobilizes troops ahead of Easter celebration. Teachers Union blasts Nigerian states failing to pay 70,000 naira minimum wage. CBN sets tough cybersecurity timeline for banks. Still to come on the foreign scene, Iran denies responding to U.S. proposal. Rubio says U.S. will re-examine NATO relationship. And on sports news, Fernandez scores first Eagles goal as Iwobi sees red. We'll bring you details after this timeout. Stay tuned. At noon right here on Echo FM 100.7 Owerri. We'll now move over to the rest of the news. In business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has directed banks to complete a mandatory cybersecurity self-assessment within 3 weeks as part of efforts to strengthen resilience across the financial system. The directive addressed to banks, selected other financial institutions, and payment service providers introduced a cybersecurity self-assessment tool to evaluate the cyber risk exposure of regulated entities. Said that the move was in line with its statutory mandate under the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act of 2020 and its broader commitment to improving cybersecurity standards in the sector. According to the regulator, the CSAT is designed as a supervisory instrument to provide a comprehensive view of financial institutions' cybersecurity posture. To ensure compliance, the Apex Bank stated that all affected institutions must complete and submit the assessment through a dedicated portal with access credentials to be communicated to their chief information security officers and other relevant officials. The directive, which takes effect immediately, signals tighter regulatory scrutiny of cyber risk in the banking sector amid rising digital transactions and increasing exposure to cyber threats. Over now to the foreign scene, where Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has stated that there were no negotiations with the United States and that Tehran had not responded to a reported 15-point proposal from Washington to end the war. Iran has been at war with the United States and Israel since February 28, when strikes killed the country's supreme leader and triggered a conflict that has spread across the region. Diplomatic efforts involving Turkey, Egypt, and Pakistan have recently been launched to try to end the war. However, the conflict echoes a 12-day war in June last year when Israel launched strikes days before a planned round of talks between Tehran and Washington. Since the start of the conflict, now in its second month, Iran has allowed only a trickle of ships to pass through the strategic Strait of Hormuz, disrupting roughly 20% of global oil flows. Iran says the strait is closed to what it described as enemy shipping. And still on the foreign scene, Secretary of State Marco Rubio has stated that the United States is going to have to re-examine its relationship with NATO once the war against Iran is concluded. He added that ultimately it would be a decision for President Donald Trump to make. The top U.S. diplomat noted that he had been one of the strongest defenders of NATO while he was in the U.S. Senate because he found great value in it. Much of that value was in having military bases in Europe that allowed the U.S. military to project power into different parts of the world, according to Rubio. Rubio's comment comes after several European countries have restricted the United States military from using bases on their soil. Earlier, it was revealed that Italy had denied a U.S. aircraft permission to land while it was en route to the Middle East for a combat mission. And lastly, in the world of sports, reports say Emmanuel Fernandez has marked his first start for the Super Eagles with a goal. But Alex Iwobi's late red card for violent conduct overshadowed Nigeria's performance as Eric Chelly's side were held to a 2-2 draw by Jordan in their second friendly of the international break in Antalya, Turkey. Nigeria made 6 changes from the side that beat Iran 2-1, with debutant Riya Sow, who handed a starting berth in attack alongside Moses Simon, Ademola Lookman, and Akor Adams. Fernandez, who came off the bench to earn his first cap against Iran, was handed his first start and was partnered as centre-back by Igor Obu, with Bright Osai Samuel and Saidu Sanusi operating as fullbacks. The draw brings Nigeria's unbeaten run under Chile to 19 matches, though the manner of the late equalizer and Iwobi's red card will give the coaching staff matters to address ahead of upcoming fixtures. And that's all for the global news this afternoon, edited by Benjamin Joseph. For more information and inquiries, visit our social media platforms on Facebook at Echo FM, X at Echo FM_Owerri, Instagram at Echo FM 100.7, and YouTube at Echo FM 100.7. You can listen to us anywhere in the world by visiting www.echofm.net. That is www.echofm.net. My name is Mary Omeniwode. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon to you.